Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and here we are for this week's GeForce Now news, which sees us bring in 22 games arriving on the service for the month of December. And to kick us off, Marvel's Midnight Suns has been confirmed as arriving on GeForce Now, which of course is from publisher 2K, meaning that 2K are arriving on the service. Now it does obviously state within the blog that Marvel Midnight Sun does launch on Steam on the 2nd of December, however GeForce Now members keep those eyes peeled because it will be coming and available later this month. Marvel Midnight Sun allows us to play as the Hunter, a legendary demon slayer who must lead a team of superheroes and supernatural warriors facing apocalyptic threats. What a great way to kick off this week's news, and now we dive in to the 6 games that are going to be arriving on the service this week. First up is Warhammer 40k Darktide, and of course this has been available on the service for a couple of weeks for those that would have pre-purchased already, but the game officially launched on November 30th, which was yesterday, so is now available for all other members to stream. It allows us to take back the city of Tertium from the hordes of bloodthirsty foes in this intense and brutal co-op shooter. It is the new co-op focused experience from the award-winning team behind the Vermintide series. The next game on this week's list is The Night Witch, which is a Metroidvania adventure game with a fast-paced shoot-'em-up combat set in a beautifully hand-drawn world. Cast devastating card spells, forge close bonds, and make moral choices in all your quests to save your home and discover who's behind the War Golem invasion. This next game requires no real introduction because it started life controversially for poor performance, missing features, but as we now head into Season 3 Escalation, it's exceptionally well rounded and much more fun for players to enjoy, and even more so when you can take advantage of RTX and Nvidia's DLSS, which members on GeForce Now will be able to do. Battlefield 2042 gives you multiplayer mayhem in abundance and dynamic changing backgrounds that are absolutely incredible. It's about time it hit GeForce Now, and we are absolutely delighted to see that it is arriving this week and playable for members. So absolutely get yourself out there and check this one out because it is going to run exquisitely on the RTX 3080 tier. Fort Triumph is this week's epic free game running from December 1st until December the 8th. It's a strategy game combining the turn-based combat of XCOM and the world of exploration of HOM. Build towns, collect artifacts, improve your heroes, and influence your tactical surroundings, all using physics. So don't forget to head on over to the Epic Game Store and collect this week's free game. Alien Swarm Reactive Drop is the next game on this week's list that is available to stream, and it is another game which is free to play, adding to that ever-growing list of free to play games available on GeForce Now. It's a cooperative top-down shooter and is an epic bug hunt featuring a unique blend of co-op play and squad level tactics. Our 6th and final game arriving on the service this week is Stormworks Build and Rescue, where you join a world where you design, create and pilot your own air-sea rescue service. You can release that inner hero as you battle fierce storms out at sea to rescue those in need. Now, as I say, that concludes the games that are arriving this week, but with 22 in total that are arriving in December and lots of new releases later in the month, why don't you check out our GeForce Now podcast, GFN On, where we will break down this news in more detail and we'll take a good run through and give our take on what we think that 2K are actually going to be planning when they come back to the service with hopefully more games in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.